So hello everyone, welcome back again one of the fresh episode of Grow with Anshuman. So today we have one more co-learner with us, Deepa. Hi Deepa, how are you doing today?
Hi, Anshuman. I'm doing great. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing pretty well. Thank you so much for asking. So tell me, would you mind to just give you a brief introduction since you are the first time on this YouTube?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Deepa Upadhyay Pathak. Basically, I am from Prayagraj. Recently, I am living in Ghaziabad because of my husband's job. I am blessed with two kids, and I am a proud of homemaker. If I talk about my education, I have completed my PG in education
Okay.
as well as BA in NTT. In addition, I am Uh, I have cracked CTET and UPTET also. And last year, I have done a course which is related to NLP, Neuro Linguistic Program.
Okay. What does it stand for?
Neurologist is
Okay.
related to neurology. Yeah,
Okay. More about like understanding brain cells and all.
yeah, yeah.
Cool, cool. So, like, you have an interest to explore the subject. That's why you have learned so many things in terms of you're having a good degrees to PG along with that CTET. Congratulations for this.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So, you
Earlier,
wanna,
actually, before
yeah,
3 years ago, I used to prepare for government exam.
okay,
Because of my son, I left all the things. Then, since my childhood, I want to speak in English.
okay,
So then, when I do something in between, I used to think first I need to learn this language. So from that day, I keep fire in my belly to learn this language.
okay. So, and how do you feel this time? Like, you, like, feel that you are a good speaker since I have spoke for last 2 minutes. We are speaking. I am finding you are pretty going well. So, how do you see yourself in terms of speaking?
Yeah, I can say now I can talk with anyone in English.
Lovely. I
I
mean,
am
you
very
have that
confident.
confident. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And how does this confidence come? Because as you mentioned, so you wanna be a great speaker. So you might have embarrassed, a lot of time you might have committed a good mistakes and people might have laughed because in my case it has happened. If you have gone through it with you, you'd get to know that initial days, oh my God, was a pretty hard. So was the same thing for
It's
you?
not happened with me exactly
Mhm.
because I have started my English journey from for 4 months, just from scratch, I would say.
4 months.
So, yeah, it's been 4 months.
Okay. Within 4 months.
Yeah,
Wow. Nice.
yeah,
Lovely. So, like, you wanna be a teacher since you are having CTET, I mean, some other qualification which is being needed to be a professional teacher. So, would you be seeing yourself as a mentor or teacher, probably maybe the English language, whom you wanna be a great speaker now, you'd be telling people that how to speak this language, right?
definitely. I'm very excited to teach people. Even last week on Tuesday itself, I have launched my course for beginners in
Oh,
my society itself. But still, I haven't get any student
okay.
except some kids. But I want to teach some women. That
Woman.
is my motive. Yeah,
Good, good, good. Very nice. I mean, it's a very great beginning because if you start from zero, eventually you'll get some student. You'll learn from them. You again have a more confidence, even though I don't feel that you need more confidence because you're already having there. All right, all right, all right. Cool.
yeah.
Then, like, what do you usually prefer doing in your free time? Because I know that you might not be getting much of the time having two kids, managing all those household chores, being a proud homemaker. So,
Yeah.
what and all things you would like to do in your free time?
Uh, I think for 4 months, I all time for my all time for this language. I
Oh,
indulge myself.
oh my God.
Yeah, day to night, night to day. I'm just try to listen, read, and some speaking practice with co-learners,
Good.
or sometime with Chat GPT, with sometime with my daughters also. Whole times busy. I'm busy with this language.
Asha, did you really feel like you are enjoying that journey, or you feel that, oh my God, what is I'm doing? I'm really, just putting my efforts and I'm not seeing the result. How was that journey for you?
Yeah, no, Brennan, I would like to say When I speak English now, what I feel I just add some wings on my back. I can fly anywhere and
Oh,
everywhere.
wow.
I feel happy and like excited.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. I can see the enthusiasm. That's why you learned so fast. Because if I remember my own journey for the initial 6 months, I was just figuring it out. I was just watching video, random video popping up, learning this within one day. And it's been 6 months. I haven't done any progress. So tell me, like, let's go deeper into this because I believe this would be a great video where people, especially the beginner, can learn if they wanted to learn something. I would not say that they should learn within 4 months because you have put your heart and soul there. That's why you can, be pretty much confident within 4 months. So tell me that when did you decide, all right, this is the time now, I'm gonna deeper, I'll be very consistent learning this thing. So what you started doing? You started reading the books right away, you started watching the videos, or probably you got my video from there itself, or you started speaking with your daughter, with your family member, and how does this thing evolve with the time?
Initially, I started listening
Okay.
podcast or conversational video.
Okay.
Even since 2022,
Two.
I have been listening continuously conversational video. Asutosh and Karishma ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
lots of YouTuber are there. But that time I was preparing for KBS exam, and meanwhile I was pregnant with my son.
Mm.
So every day when I was sit for my examination preparation, I used to think, no, first I have to learn this language. I don't know why. Whole time I just put my headphone or earphone in my ear and used to listen. Sometime I talk with my husband, my daughter. She's like I told you, she's a good speaker. Especially when we go to bed.
Mm.
So used to talk for a 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometime my husband scold us. Now it's right time, just sleep
Sleep.
because tomorrow you have to wake up early.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, it
Then because
started with the
I was
speaking
just
only. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
I was just listening, but I was not speaking because then I realized no, I have to speak. So suddenly I came across this Sunita Rawat ma'am video. She
Yeah.
was sharing about her WhatsApp community, and suddenly I just decided to join her.
Okay. Lovely. And that's where you started doing a speaking practice. Back then, 6 months ago,
Yeah,
or what was the exact timing?
it's 4 months.
Okay, okay. That's why you're considering that within 4 months you had made a good progress. But I can see the like enthusiasm and the efforts were there like a long back. You mentioned 2022, right? So it's
Yeah.
been almost
Mhm.
3 years you are listening something. So I mean, it's good that if we do have environment where we are giving the inputs in terms of reading, in terms of listening somebody, or just seeing that this person is talking English. I think that's also give a good importance.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because what I find in myself now, I usually grab thing by listening.
True.
So most of the time I like to listen people.
Correct. So, what is your day-to-day activity in terms of, speaking this language? You might be feeling that now Deepa is quite confident she can talk. So, are you being consistent in that efforts that no, no, I'll have to speak, I'll have to be consistent? Or what is the next step you're looking towards in terms of this language?
Next step I would like to say I want to become an advanced speaker.
Mm-hmm.
I want to add some new vocabulary, advanced vocabulary in my
Okay.
communication. Yeah.
Advanced speaker in the sense, whom do you feel that like person is advanced speaker? What is the matrices you follow that? If they are having these qualities, then you would feel that he or she is advanced speaker. Would you highlight few of the point?
Point my means what I means ki, with whom I want to follow them these days, especially some teachers or trainer, English
Yeah.
trainer.
Yeah.
They used to use like they tend to use some advanced vocabulary,
Okay.
some idioms and phrases.
Phrases,
Then
correct.
that's how I can copy them, imitate them.
Cool, 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 cool. So that's what I feel that you might be learning these days, idioms, phrases, good vocabulary, right? In order to become a confident speaker or maybe eloquent speaker. Maybe, yeah, cool, cool, cool. Amazing. And what are the point of, I would not say weaknesses. Where do you see that, okay, this is where I do need to improve because it is very obvious to have our strength and weaknesses, so that we can actually know that. Even for me, if you'll ask, then this time I a little bit struggle, while pronunciating few of the words. So I'm trying to refine it more so that I can sound more clear. So in that term, do you have anything where do you wanted to improve specifically in order to become more confident?
Yeah, actually, earlier I used to speak very fast. Now I'm
Hmm.
working on it, and I want to add some new vocabulary in my communication. That's it.
Cool, cool. Means you are good to go. Yeah, I can see now you're not, speaking fast. I can get a lot of things to you. So, all right. And any of the questions for me as of now? Don't feel like I'm just taking interview. You can ask any of the question.
No, no, no. Now I'm comfortable. Yeah. So, would I ask you one question? What is your
Yeah.
weakness
Good
in terms
question.
of this language?
Good question. As I already mentioned, first is, a little bit here and there and being into the pronunciation of ash and as such. So even this is very interesting story, right? Since I'm a working professional, I got a spoken English and communicational trainer in my company to work because we'll have to deal with US client. And she told me that just pronunciate your name. And I was like very much confident. Okay, this is very easy for me. Anshuman, Anshuman, for more than 10, 20 times and pronunciate. And she was like, what? Are you really pronunciating it right? So that time I got to know after spending my 20 years pronunciating my name wrong that I was wrong. And then I consciously started doing this practice because I don't know, maybe because I have learned this language, or it may be because I haven't, practiced my tongue this way that I could, differentiate. But now I think I'm pretty much well pronunciating this too. Yeah. Yeah.
I like the way you speak, like in a rhythm. So one day, I think I stumbled upon your video. From that day, every day I used to watch your video because of your like your rhythm. I like that much,
Thank you
very
so
much
much.
that things.
Thank you so much. Means a lot. So, which video did you follow? Like, what was the exact video so that I could have a context? Was it bit? I'm supposing that.
Every day when I get any video of yours, so I would
Mhm.
like to watch that while
Oh,
doing my work.
thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So, I mean, I have a lot of questions. I just want to give you an opportunity that if you wanted to ask any of the question in between, feel free
You
to
can
ask
ask,
because.
you can ask.
All right. So,
Yeah,
you
you can.
mentioned about your, the post graduation. You mentioned about your language, that new course you mentioned that is near about neurologist, something like that. So would you
Yeah,
highlight that?
yeah,
When did you decide, okay, this is what I wanted to do, or what was the story? I'm sure that there might be some interesting story behind that.
yeah, sure. Because of my life, I would say I was facing lots of problem in my life. I struggle a lot. So through the understanding people, that was the reason. One day I decided, and even I want to highlight here, I have lost my 4 year in depression. So I decided, no, I have to learn because only we can overcome from any situation. No one here, uh, like behind me or beside me, that I can cry with them. I can share my emotion, what I am feeling. That day I decided, no, I'm going to understand myself, my brain, how I can overcome from any situation, how I can handle the person, people, which whom I am struggling and facing problem. So suddenly I come across with YSR sir, Yogendra Singh Rathore. He is an LPR, I would say. So thus I decided, oh, I'm going to enroll in his course, and I complete that course. It was about 3 months. So then my mentor, he make me understand, try to work on yourself, not others, because you cannot change others, but we can change our perspective, we can change our thought. So focus
Hmm.
on yourself.
That was the
That was
learning.
my motive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. And I think, I mean, sorry, I actually feel sorry while listening this that you have gone through with all those phases. Having said that, it's your preference. Please don't highlight the reasons behind that. No, I just want to ask question regarding if you can skip this too. It's your wishes because a lot of people they just generally say this term depression once they feel a little stress about anything, right? So what do you think for and
Mm.
what is your take on them, right? Do you really feel that this because again once we say something even that is very severe like depression which eventually would not let you live your life at the fullest in your happiness, like I'm sure you might have felt something which people are just taking it at very lightly. They, as I told, right, given a very good example that every time they feel something going bad, they said, bro, I'm depressed. So what is
Mm.
your take on that? What do you want to say to them?
Uh, I want to say that try to sit and try to uh, introspect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, find out the reason.
Mm-hmm.
If you are capable to overcome from this situation, so start take initiative. But other hand, if you are not able to overcome from this situation or are not able to fix that problem, just leave it on God.
Let it go. Yeah.
Let it. Yeah,
Cool, cool, cool. I
that
mean, you
that things
highlighted
I understand.
a very good point. Correct me if I'm wrong, that firstly understand the root cause, that what is that? And if you can
Yeah,
do that,
yeah.
so I mean, we can write it too, because if we are sitting only thinking, so probably if you'll ask me to sit and think, I can think anything, but I would not get on any solution. So would you suggest writing something so that we can have the clarity of the thing, or any of your, mentor have suggested? Does this thing really work in terms of writing your own thoughts?
Yeah, he taught us many things like lots of technique how to
Okay.
apply in
Mm-hmm.
different situation and lots of thought. He gave us a word awareness. From that day, this words became my favorite word. I always, even every day, I use this in my mind. Let's suppose if I'm not feeling well, I'm just overwhelming.
Yep.
So I just want to sit quietly, peaceful place. I want to like aware what I am thinking. This
Hmm.
is correct, what I'm going to get from this situation or this thought. If it's useful for me, then I will continue. Otherwise, I will try to break this that chain because now I understand it's not beneficial for me. It could be make me more furious, and I may my family member, my kids, they can see in my behavior. I don't want to do that.
Got it. Got it. So, like just being aware and introspecting, seeing that what is really bothering you, and just if you can
Yeah,
solve it by talking or by taking some action, do it. Otherwise, let it go. Right? This is the sense.
Lily. Yes,
Lovely,
yeah.
lovely. Even though, even this is my personal experience too, while dealing with certain people, we have a lot of problem with their own self. Like probably they have said something. It is very generalized example what I'm giving, and you
Mhm.
can also give your own personal thought that if I have just gone through with some bad words with somebody, he or she had said me something, if I would not able to digest, so every time, every other time, if he or she is even telling a good thing about me, I would not able to take that, right? So
Mm.
so I think that is also somewhere concern, because we started developing a perception about the people that he she is not good for me, because maybe we have gone through with argument, right? So in that case, I think also talking to the people would help a lot.
Yeah, but I prefer talk myself, my self talk,
Self
all the
talks.
situation, and our mind do that thing what I said to our mind.
Okay.
Okay, when you feel you are going to start something negative,
True.
your mind is going to start narrate some negative story in your mind. Just stop yourself now. Means it said to your mind, it is not right time. Okay, come later. I'm doing, I have a bigger fish to fry.
Cool.
So I will think, yeah, think later. I'm doing something important.
Lovely. I
Just
mean,
with your mind. Just talk with your mind.
And I think this is one of the pretty hard job for us, especially for me, who are being much talkative and trying to be more, social in terms of understanding and talking to the people. So if you'll just say me that what is the one thing what I would never do or I would not able to do, if you'll just take my phone, take out all those people from me, so probably it will be very hard thing. Either I do need a piece of paper of diary to write down something, my own thoughts, so that I can feel lighter. Amazing,
In
amazing.
that case, you can start naam chanting.
Yeah, Japa. I started right away. Like it's been 2 months, I started Japa chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And that really works. Like for
Yeah.
me, I mean, it is going pretty well. It's been almost, I
Even
would, you also do
every
that.
day I used to.
Okay.
I'm a big spiritual, I would say. I can sit for puja 4 hours, 6 hours without shaking my body.
My God. Then again, we can
Since my
talk
childhood,
ours
when I was 11th
fro-
standard.
from childhood. You are so spiritual. Okay.
Yeah, actually.
Lovely, lovely. I mean, we could talk on this spirituality aspect and doing all those practices, I think, for hours and hours since we are running out of the time.
Hours,
So
yeah.
we'll have
Very,
to, yeah. I mean, I didn't realize that it's already been almost 25 minutes
yeah.
because maybe
I
we were
also,
into the discussion. Any of the question from your side would happy to take.
and know when did you start your spiritual journey?
Again, very hard question. I mean, I don't know whether I should say myself is spiritual because actually I don't know that what spirituality stands for. So, but anyway, with the definition, what we understood, like just chanting the names and believing onto the God. If this is the spirituality, then I'm also being into touch because of my family upbringing. My mother used to do a lot of puja part. My elder father is being associated with this con from last couple of years, so I'm being touched with Bhagavad Gita. And obviously if everyone around you is being going into the certain direction and they are majority influencer on you, so why would you not go? So in that sense, I would consider myself a little spiritual because I'm not just taking inspiration from them, even I'm trying to inculcate those habits in me. So recently, as I told that, I started doing this japa for it's been 2 weeks, and earlier too in 12th in my college days I was doing, but it was like on and off situation. Some of the time for a couple of months I did, I had my exam, left all those things, then forget, then come on. So I believe it's also the somewhere the god have something to just give you. That's how I believe. If he has some kripa, like we used to call it kripa in Hindi, that if he has the grace, then yeah, you would do those things naturally, right? So yeah, I could say myself a spiritual if this is the spirituality.
Yeah, in my opinion, I would say if you are pure within
Pure.
you, you are ready to help with people, like people who need. So you are spiritual.
Yeah, then
You
I'm
are pure.
spiritual. Then I am spiritual. I can say that. If this is a definition, so obviously I'm like I genuinely again I would not say that because it's me. I believe again it's the personal society upbringing and the people around me were so kind. Then it also make me kind to help everybody. Yeah, yeah.
Would you like, have you ever tried to like write
No, I haven't tried.
Naam Japan?
Okay, so tell me,
Try.
like, what would happen if I'll do that? I know that I should do it. Then after I should feel that what would happen. But what is
You
your
will
experience?
find you are able to focus, more focus.
Okay.
Now you can like sit for a while and you are becoming more patient
Oh,
if you start writing Naam.
good. So I'm thinking today while doing Nam Japa, I would rather do the writing
Right.
practice too. Okay, let's see,
It
let's
would
see.
be enhance your focus.
Okay, sure, I'll do and I'll try it today because this is something new. I am just listening. All right. Any of other thing you wanna suggest me in terms of spirituality? What as a student or working professional
I
I
have
should follow?
lots of things. I have lots of things. Whenever you get time, this we will connect. And
Sure.
I have a Pitara. I can share. Yeah,
Okay.
but I think we are running out of the time. So here I would like to share a technique.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you feel like overwhelmed,
Yep.
you are getting in like intention, or you're not able to stop your mind over for the overthinking. In that case, you can just sit for a while and just close your eyes and focus on your breath,
Mm-hmm.
and try to breathe in with the nostril and breathe out with the mouth, three
Okay.
times, five times. When you feel now you calm, you are able to sit calmly, then just close your eye and try to focus on your forehead.
Okay.
But your forehead should be wrinkleless. There
Mm.
should be not any wrinkle. Focus. Just try say to your mind, your forehead should be wrinkle free. And just focus or do meditation for a few minutes, 1 minute or 2 minutes. And suddenly you will find now you are okay.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Already you are get out. Yeah, come out from that situation, negative terms. Yeah.
My God, I think this exercise or this would help a lot of people if they would also follow. So I believe that everyone should follow. Even I would do this practice of writing the Japan, doing this exercise and see how the result goes and would you let you know. So thank you again, Deepa, for giving your precious time and sharing your wonderful insight about your life and how people should take it. So I'm looking forward to have one more talk about spirituality and some more aspect of the life tailing
Yeah,
too.
yeah, ready. I'm eager to connect with you again.
All right. Thank you.
Because
Thank
I
you.
want to become a famous NLPer. That's why I'm learning this language. I want to help people
Oh, lovely. You
without
would be.
meditation.
You would be. You would be. I'm sure. All right then. Bye bye. I'm just wrapping up the session, hoping we'll be connecting soon. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, bye bye,
Bye. Bye.
Anshuman. Take care.